Today, we're going to break down how one city is offering a really incredible solution to a problem so many of us are facing. Yep, we're talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and what might just be the ultimate real estate life hack. You know that feeling, right? If you've ever looked at home prices in cities like Austin or Denver or Nashville, you've probably felt that gut punch when you see the numbers. You are definitely not alone. It seems like everywhere you look, the price of just getting in the door keeps climbing higher and higher. But what if a city did the exact opposite? What if, instead of making it harder to move there, they literally offered you this, $10,000, just for showing up? So yeah, this incredible financial incentive, this $10,000 welcome mat, is really at the heart of what makes Tulsa's approach so unique. And believe me, it's way more than just a clever marketing slogan. It's a real, nationally recognized program called Tulsa Remote. And the deal is pretty straightforward. If you're a remote worker, someone who can work from anywhere, they really want you to consider working from Tulsa. So much so that they'll give you a $10,000 grant to help make it happen. But here's the real twist, and this is the important part. In a city like New York or San Francisco, 10 grand is nice, right? It's helpful, but it doesn't fundamentally change your housing situation. In Tulsa, however, that money is a completely different story. I mean, just look at that difference. The median home price in Tulsa is nearly 40% below the national average. That means that $10,000 grant suddenly has a whole lot more power when the barrier to entry is this much lower. So all of a sudden, that grant isn't just moving money anymore. For someone looking to buy a home, it literally transforms into a huge piece of a down payment. It is a massive head start on the path to owning a home, and it's handed to you by the city itself. Okay, so the finances make sense. That part's a no-brainer. But what about the city itself? What's it actually like? Well, Tulsa is hiding a pretty big secret that completely shatters what most people expect. When you think of Oklahoma, you might be picturing wide-open prairies and, ranch houses. But the reality of Tulsa, especially its historic neighborhoods, is something else entirely. We're talking stunning, Gatsby-style Art Deco architecture. And this isn't just a casual observation, by the way. A lot of people call it the Art Deco capital of the world. So why? How did this happen? Well, thanks to a massive oil boom back in the 1920s, the city was just flush with cash, and they poured it into building some of the most beautiful and ornate structures of that entire era. This is the kind of craftsmanship you can find in the homes there. We're not talking about your average cookie-cutter developments. We're talking historic houses with these incredible hand-carved details, original stained glass, and even fascinating quirks like secret rooms and, yes, rumored Prohibition-era tunnels. You're not just buying a house, you're buying a genuine piece of history. So, beyond the amazing architecture, Tulsa has also invested very heavily in modern quality of life. You can think of it as every resident's personal backyard. And honestly, it is truly world-class. The city didn't just build a park. They invested nearly $500 million into creating something called the Gathering Place. That number alone should tell you everything you need to know about the scale and the ambition of this project. And the investment absolutely paid off. It's not just a local favorite. Shortly after it opened, USA Today named it the best new attraction in the entire country. That's a huge, huge deal. So what does this actually mean for someone living there? Well, it means you have a 66-acre, beautifully designed waterfront park at your disposal, completely free. It just expands everyone's living space and makes even a smaller home feel like it's part of some massive private estate. So let's recap. We have an incredible financial incentive, we've got stunning, unique architecture, and world-class public spaces. This all comes together to create what you could call a Goldilocks moment, that perfect time when everything is just right. Let's just put it all together and look at the hard data side by side because the numbers really don't lie. Check this out. Your median home price is dramatically lower. You get a $10,000 incentive versus zero almost anywhere else. Your average commute is nearly 10 minutes shorter each way. And on top of all that, your overall cost of living is 17% cheaper. The value proposition here is it's incredibly compelling. But here's the thing, a deal this good doesn't stay a secret for long. As more and more remote workers and homebuyers realize they can trade a tiny studio apartment for a historic home and get a check for doing it, well, this window of opportunity is definitely getting noticed. And that brings us to the final, crucial question. Right now, Tulsa is in this perfect sweet spot. It has big city amenities without the big city price tag. But as the secret gets out, you really have to wonder, how long can that Goldilocks moment truly last?